All right, so today we're diving into something a little different.
Yeah, definitely a bit out there.
A newsletter called ConLibre,
ConLibre,
and
right.
it claims to have, get this, the most advanced true knowledge in all areas.
Bold claim.
Yeah, bold is one word for it. We're looking at the February 23rd edition, and honestly, some of these headlines are pretty wild.
I know. When you sent this over, I thought, where do we even begin with this?
Right. Like we try to stay open-minded here, but this is
This is pushing it.
it's pushing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Neuromodulation, human hybridization,
A flat earth theory,
even an Illuminati ritual at the Super Bowl.
like the Super Bowl halftime show.
The Super Bowl, yeah. It's a lot to unpack.
It is, and it's all presented as fact, which is a little concerning.
That's the thing, right? It's not framed as this is a theory or this is what some people believe. It's just, boom, here's the truth.
Yeah, like we have the inside scoop, the stuff they don't want you to know.
Right.
But who's they? And is it really true knowledge?
Exactly. So I guess that's our mission today, to figure out what we can make of this ConLibre newsletter.
Right. Trying to figure out what kind of information they're presenting and, well, if we can draw any conclusions from it.
Okay, so let's start with some of these headlines. One that jumped out at me right away was signs of neuromodulation, remote mind control of the population.
Oh, yeah, that one. It talks about symptoms but doesn't really give any concrete evidence.
Right. It's just like, are you feeling anxious, having trouble sleeping? You might be being neuromodulated.
Which, I mean, those are pretty common symptoms.
Exactly. It's playing into this fear of hidden forces controlling our minds.
Definitely. And then there's, they are hybridizing us.
Oh, yeah, that one's a doozy. They're claiming that some external entity is messing with human DNA.
Again, no evidence provided, just a bold statement.
Right. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
And these are big claims.
Huge. And it's interesting how they tie these ideas to current events, like the Super Bowl.
Oh, you mean the Illuminati ritual they claim happened at the Super Bowl?
That one makes it seem more relevant, more urgent.
Right. Like it's happening right now under our noses. Come on.
It's definitely designed to grab attention.
No kidding. Then there's this whole section on alternative health.
Yeah, that one's a mix.
They promote drinking seawater.
But then also recommend specific types of salt from, like, a pretty controversial figure.
Yes, so Pammy's right.
Yeah, that guy. Then there's Colloidal Gold, a website on food additives. It's all over the place.
It's a real grab bag of alternative health practices. And some of this stuff, honestly, could be harmful if people just take it at face value.
Exactly. That's what's concerning. They're presenting these things as true knowledge without any, warnings or disclaimers.
Right, like drink seawater. It's good for you. But, hey, if you're really convinced, you can subscribe for a mere $49 a month. Or $45.
$49 a month.
Yeah. And for that price, you get access to all this supposed insider information, a direct line to the author, invites to exclusive gatherings and online events.
So it's like a whole community, almost, built around these ideas.
Right. Which, I mean, I guess that raises another question. What are the implications of buying into this worldview?
Exactly. It's one thing to be, like, curious about alternative ideas, but subscribing to a newsletter like this implies a level of trust, right?
Right. You're saying, okay, I believe what you're saying. This is my source of truth.
Exactly. So what do you think after looking at all this? Is ConLibre really a source of advanced true knowledge?
Or is it more like, I don't know, a platform for unfounded claims and conspiracy theories disguised as exclusive insight?
It's hard to say for sure, but the lack of evidence, the sensationalism, the potentially harmful health advice, it's all pretty concerning.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that we need to be critical of the information we consume, especially these days with so much content out there.
Absolutely. Consider the source. Look for evidence. Don't just take things at face value.
Couldn't agree more. So what about you listening out there? Would you subscribe to the ConLibre newsletter?
What makes you trust a source?
Think about it.